Welcome into another Kong Show. We've got a totally unknown guest. I have no idea who this guy is, but he has a brand new album out. He's living here in Tokyo. His name is Ashton Moore. Hello, Ashton.
Hello, Kong.
Welcome to the Kong Show.
Oh, thank you for having me. I'm very happy to be here.
I'm very happy that you could join us. You have a brand new album out. It's called Downtown, right?
Yes, Downtown.
Why don't I know you?
Well, it's funny because we know a lot of people, you know, and we have a lot in common with one another. I don't know why you don't know me, but God brought us together for a reason here.
Here we are.
This lovely evening, don't you agree?
Absolutely. By the way, congratulations on your new CD.
Thank you very much.
New CD is titled
Downtown by the Ashton Moore Organization.
What I want to do is hear a little bit of music from your new CD. Let's let all of our listeners find out who you are. What should we play right here, right now?
I want you to play Stardust.
Stardust?
Yes.
This is the classic?
Yes, the classic Stardust. I do it all a cappella. It's a lot of layering of my own voices, but I did it all a cappella in a basement studio down in Detroit. And that's the special thing about this. It's all Detroit musicians. I'm completely from Detroit, Michigan, Detroit Public Schools, went to Michigan State University in East Lansing, and that's where I got my jazz chops from. And the meaning of downtown is it's where people go to have fun. And in my opinion, jazz isn't as fun as it used to be. When I was introduced to jazz, it was by Stormy Weather, the movie with Lena Horne and many others. It's a black and white film. It's my father's favorite film. And every scene was a party. Every scene was a party, so that was what I was expecting jazz to be. But when I went to learn about jazz, it was a little more laid back. You had to sit down and think about it and understand everything. But I said, no, jazz needs to be fun again. I need someone to play my music in their car and a girl in their passenger seat to say, well, who was this? Oh, baby, this is Ashton Moore and the Ashton Moore Organization playing Downtown. Do you like it? Yeah, turn it up. Oh, no, let's turn it down so we can just use it as background music and let it play. Jazz needs to be fun again. It needs to be something you can dance to, something you can party to, and that's the whole premise behind Downtown.
Oh, sometimes I wonder
why I spend the lonely nights dreaming of a song, but I got that song for you, baby.
Stardust, 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 stardust. And now the purple dusk of twilight time steals across the metals of my heart. High up in the sky, the little stars climb, always reminding me that we're apart. You wander down the lane and far away, leaving me a song that would not die. Love is now the stardust of yesterday, the music of the years gone by. Sometimes I wonder why I spend the lonely nights dreaming of a song. The melody haunts my reverie, and I am once again with you. When our love was new, and each kiss an inspiration. But that was long ago. Now my consolation is in the stardust of a song beside a
Man, you're giving me chicken skin with the way you do that song.
Thank you very much. It took a long time to do it, but I had the pleasure of having my friends from high school and university help me through this process.
Now, you say you're from Detroit.
I'm from Detroit, Michigan, 7 Mile and the Lodge.
That's the Motor City.
That's the Motor City.
Also known as
Motown.
home of the
Detroit Lions, Detroit Tigers, and the Motown Sound.
I thought you were going to say the Funk Brothers.
Oh, well, you know the Funk Brothers were jazz musicians. I know the Funk Brothers very well.
And
they were jazz musicians.
They've been on this show several times before.
Man,
we're talking about the real Motown cats.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about. They had more number one hits than Elvis Presley, more number one hits than the Beatles, more number one hits than any other group on this planet.
But it's a shame that they don't get the credit for it like they need.
The Funk Brothers. Did you ever meet them? Did you ever get a chance to work in that basement where Stevie Wonder worked?
I never got a chance to work in that basement, but I rode past it every single day on the way to school. I went to school in the Cass Corridor.
Did you see the movie, Standing in the Shadows of Motown?
Yes, I did. I sure did.
How did you feel when you watched that movie?
I felt some kind of way. And I'm just glad to be from Detroit. You got to go where the wind blows you sometime, especially being a musician.
Sure.
They had a really good thing in Detroit, but every musician will tell you not everything lasts forever. Your time expires. You have to get up and go where the music is, and you have to deal with the music.
Wise words. Ashton Moore, I'm anxious to hear more from your new CD. It's called Downtown. What are you going to suggest for us to listen to next?
Next, I would like for you to play the title track, Downtown.
Why is that?
Because it really goes into my jazz roots. I went to Michigan State University, and they called us the Bebop Spartans. Now, bebop was a time in jazz where it was just a very advanced music. Dizzy Gillespie, John Coltrane, Charlie Parker. Now, this particular song was inspired by Clifford Brown, who left us far too early. And if you listen to his classic Dahoud, you'll hear a direct contrafact of what I created in Downtown based off of Dahoud by Clifford Brown.
All right, well, let's check it out. This is called...
Please.
Downtown.
Downtown, it's the title track. Enjoy.
A place so cool, everybody comes play till the sun lights the day. We party all night long, nothing gets in our way. The sound you hear come through makes your body wanna move, and we're so glad you came. Waking up in the morning, wanna do it again. All other people come around to enjoy the festive nature of a Friday night. Laughs and dancing to implore you to enjoy yourself when you bring yourself downtown. A place so cool, everybody comes play till the sun lights the day. We party all night long with a million drinks. When we have to wait a week until the next weekend, I always think, oh, I wanna go downtown. I wanna go downtown, downtown, downtown. Oh, I wanna go downtown. I wanna go downtown, downtown, downtown. Bye, 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 don't die, don't.
Oh, I hate to cut this song short, Ashton Moore, but if people want to hear the entire album, I guess it's available on iTunes.
Yes,
iTunes.
It's on iTunes. You can come to AshtonMooreMusic.com.
Ashton Moore. How do you spell?
ASHTONMOORE.
Two O's,
music.com.
Okay, and now I'm sure many of our listeners would like to know where you're performing here in Tokyo.
I perform around town. I have a group called the Sons of Soul, and we actually are dedicated to keeping the music and the culture of the 60s and 70s male groups together. For example, the Four Tops.
Sure.
And I'm from Motown.
You
so
do
I'm all
Four
about,
Tops music?
Oh, yes.
Temptations?
Oh, yes. Teddy Pendergrass and all that. Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes, bring it.
Like a
go round.
Drop some song titles
Otis
for us.
Redding, shiny suits and all.
Oh, no.
Shiny suits and
Where can we
everything.
see you perform?
We're at Kento's Yokohama actually this coming Sunday, and we actually do cruise liners all around the Japanese Sea. We're going to Thailand later on this year. I perform in Malaysia at a jazz club called No Black Tie, and they're very receptive to my music and what I'm trying to accomplish.
I understand you have a show coming up at the Ritz-Carlton.
Yes, I'm at the Ritz-Carlton every Wednesday. Every Wednesday we do jazz, we do funk, we do R&B, and that's a place where I get to just let myself hang. I just get to just relax in the music. There's no, and everybody there is on the level. There's a certain level of musician that plays there, and then I can just relax and just be myself musically.
Is that up on the 45th floor?
That's up on the 45th floor with one of the most beautiful views in Tokyo.
That's breathtaking up there, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Before we leave here, I got to ask you, why are you here in Japan? What brought you to Japan?
Well, I came to Japan in 2008, and I'm not sure how much you remember about 2008, but that was the year not only our current president became president, but that was the year of the crash.
Oh, yeah.
And I felt that weather in the air. I was almost like an animal running through the storm, but what I did, I ran to an airplane instead because they had work here. And I said, you know what? If I don't like it after a year, I have friends here, I can go home. If I don't like it in 5 years, I'll still be 30 and I can start over in Detroit again. But every year in Japan, if you have good luck, if Lady Luck is on your side, it gets better and better and better, and it makes it more and more difficult to leave this place.
What do you love most about Japan?
What do I love most about Japan? I really appreciate the safety. Being from Detroit, it's a little bit different when you turn in terms of safety out there. So in Japan, my wife, especially the safety of my wife, she can walk around 3 a.m. with her friends. Nobody bothers her.
If I were her husband, I'd be bothering her saying, what are you doing out at 3 a.m.?
But you gotta live life, and that's another thing.
No, it is safe over here. You do feel safe, right?
And it's a perfect launching pad for the rest of the world. For example, I love France, most especially the countryside of France. Mm-hmm. Paris, which is not the countryside, is equidistant from Tokyo as Detroit, Michigan.
Sure. 13
hours both ways. And I've been able to show my wife the world here. I said, honey, before we start having children, I'm going to show you the world. Will you come with me? And she said, of course I will.
What a nice thing to say.
Oh, it's truth, baby.
And so do you have any children yet?
Not yet. We're working on it.
You're working on it.
We're working on it.
That's good to know.
That's the best part, right?
Absolutely. And what song do you like to work to? Do you have any favorite working song?
Yeah, baby. I love the Motown sound. I just, when you look at iTunes and you turn on iTunes radio, you just turn on the Motown sound, the Four Tops channel, the Aretha Franklin channel, Dr. Feelgood. Don't send me no doctor.
Good God Almighty, man sure make me feel real.
Yeah, that's right. Good. Yeah, man. Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
That's the one that gives me goosebumps.
Now, I understand you're also teaching singing here in Japan. You give lessons or something like that, right? I give lessons,
and I'm going to start this off like this. Singing is my profession. Teaching is my passion.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I like to think of myself as one of the best singing teachers in the world. There's no problem you can bring to me that I can't fix. I've taught tone deaf people how to hear and become singers.
Whoa.
That's a strong statement, and I stand by that. And I stand by that statement.
Now, you're teaching a friend of ours, a mutual friend, Tim Horniak, who's a reporter. How's he doing, by the way?
Oh, he's doing great.
He happens to be right here. I wonder if we could get a note from Tim. Tim, you've been taking lessons from Ashton. Can you give us a note?
La la la. I didn't teach him that. He just made that up. But Tim is a great student, like straight up. He is. And the thing I like about teaching, I like teaching people who want to be taught, people who want to learn. So that's why I aim for amateurs and people who want to get better, because my professional students, they're just like, well, my last teacher did this and my other teacher taught me this. And it just gets in the way of the process. It said, I didn't come here to talk about that. I came here to talk about you.
Ashton, your favorite singer of all time. Who is your hero or your heroine?
Oh, my hero, Michael Jackson from Off the Wall and before.
Quincy Jones.
Quincy Jones, yes, he's my favorite producer.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And why Michael Jackson? What is it about Michael Jackson that you love so much?
I can remember being 6 years old when Moonwalker came out on VHS. I cheated through my homework and I just basically scribbled answers into every line just so I could watch that movie 10 times in a row. And then you go before that, I'm from Detroit, so I love The Wiz. My sister and I, we share a very profound love for The Wiz.
Diana Ross.
Yeah, Diana Ross, Nipsey Russell, Michael Jackson, Ted Ross actually as well as The Lion. And I just love all the music. What would I do if I could feel? Mm-hmm. I could cry. I could smile. I might lay back for a while. And then You Can't Win by Michael Jackson. I just love it. And when you watch the behind the scenes, they talk about how much of a professional he was. They said everybody just snapped into shape when Michael came around because he was just straight up and down professional. And when you watch the Jackson 5, you can just see how many hours of rehearsal they did. Yeah. And that's just something that we all should aspire to as musicians, no matter what instrument we play or any kind of artist we do, dance, singing, art. The time that you can see that man put in with his inspiration being from Jackie Wilson, James Brown, and all those people that come before him. That's why I love Michael Jackson, especially before Off the Wall and then Off the Wall.
Gary, Indiana wasn't too far from Detroit.
No, it's not. You have to drive through there to get to Chicago, right up under Lake Michigan.
You know very well. You were talking about paying these musicians, and when you talk about pay, everybody's ears go up. So I want to go back to that for just a moment. You were paying these musicians to go in a studio with you. What's the story beyond that?
Well, I go back to Detroit about once a year, usually in the summer around my birthday, because my birthday falls on Obone Week every year. It's the hottest week of the summer. August 11th. August 11th. Okay. It's actually a holiday sometimes. Yeah. And I went home and I made up all these mock-ups on Logic. My friend said, Ashton, when you come home, we're going to take care of you, but the cats need to get paid. And I say, oh, that's no problem. I've been saving. I've been waiting for you, man. I got a handful of cash that I'm going to pass out to you and all the other brothers as soon as we get down there. We didn't start the session until about 11 p.m.
You sound like a preacher.
Oh, thank you. My grandfather was a preacher.
You got the genes.
Thank
you. Continue the story.
So we went down there. We started at around 11. I had my little sippy cup. And
sippy cup?
My sippy cup.
What's that? Translation, please.
Well, back in Detroit, we drink E&J. We're brandy drinkers since it's so cold.
I see. Sippy cup is brandy.
Yeah, for me, it's brandy. It's either cognac or brandy. And actually, I have a track on there called Cognac Weather.
I did see that on your CD.
Yeah, Cognac Weather.
Final track on your CD.
There's an interlude and an outro of Cognac Weather, and it's sort of like a lullaby.
It's playing in the background right now?
Yeah, la la la, baby.
Yes.
There you go. No other one but you helps me complete my work the way you do. So when we all get through, I will be glad to show my gratitude with a round of nice cold Remy Martin. Drink it down, then have one more, cause I'm offering la la la, 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 la 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 la.
And continue your story.
So I paid these guys and they said, hey, Chris, who is basically my music director, he said, how come you never pay us before we record? Why we always gotta wait till afterward to get paid? Ashton come here from Japan and he got cash in hand. What's up with that? And I said, man, leave Chris alone. He's helping me. He's helping me help you, man. That's my man. 50 grand, 100%. So I played with these guys and I paid them up front, and nobody plays like they play when they're paid first. Like, you'll never hear me sing better than when I have cash in my pocket.
If there are any musicians listening right now, and of course there are, do you have any message for them?
Hit me up. I want to work with you. If you're serious, I like to work with you. Can't say that I'll pay you, but I'll work with you. You know what I mean? Because I think we can work together and we can make this money together.
All right.
We got to make a living, right? So let's just, hit me up anytime.
Let's get back to the music. I want to play another song. This next song, I understand you wrote for your girl.
That's right.
It's called I Love That Girl.
I Love That Girl, yes.
It's the first
song. It's the first song I wrote when I learned how to play the piano, because I could only play 2 types of chords. I just finished learning my 2-5-1s. That's jazz lingo for the chord tones. 2-5-1, 2-5-1. It's just a progression. And I was just like, F major 7. A flat major 7, yeah. And I just kept going back and forth. And it sounds annoying, but when you hear it, as soon as the song comes on, I hear women in the background say, okay, this the one right here. And I said, all right now, maybe it is. And actually, funny, I almost took this song off of the project because I didn't like what was happening with it in the studio. But that's why you don't do things by yourself. That's why you work with people. That's why you invite collaboration. They said, Ashton, you will make a huge mistake if you cut this record off of your album. You will make a huge mistake, and it turns out it's the one that people talk about the most.
All right.
And I'm so thankful for my friends. I'm so thankful for my, for all my colleagues.
And who was the woman who inspired this song?
Her name is Ravon Cherie Moore. From Detroit, Michigan. We went to high school and university together. And she came over here to Japan. She said, so how do I fit into that Japanese situation? And I said, well, you can come with me if you like. She said, well, I'm not coming as no girlfriend. And I said, okay. And then I just read between the lines. So I put a ring on it. I scrubbed those toilets. I mopped those floors. I vacuumed those floors. I cleaned. I wiped off those tables. And I bought her a ring. And I put it on her. And now she's here with me.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. 11 years later.
It is indeed a real love story.
Thank you.
I love that girl. I love this song. I love your story.
Thank you very much. I hope you enjoy it. I hope everybody on Radio Land enjoys it.
Ashton Moore.
There's just one thing I'm thinking of. It's so love. I'm feeling all alone, and I'm trying not to fear. 'Cause when I'm feeling all alone, I wish that someone else was here. 'Cause I think of her 1,000 times throughout the course of my day. And every time I think of her, she takes my breath away. I wanna hear her on the phone. Hope I'm not calling too late. I'll leave a message at the tone to remind her every day. Away. I love that girl. She brightens up my day. I love that girl. The angel sent to me. I love that girl. She's oh so heavenly.
Hate to interrupt the song, but you know how it goes. If you want to hear the whole album, get it from iTunes or go to Ashton Moore's website. This song is titled, I Love That Girl. And just a reminder that Ashton has shows coming up. March 8th, he'll be with Philip Wu at Blues Alley in Meguro. And then on March 13th, he'll be together with the Sons of Soul at Kento's in Ginza. And of course, as he mentioned, he performs regularly at the Ritz-Carlton Hotel in Tokyo. Again, check out his website for more information. The Kong Show is powered by Tracy Consoli and her delicious burritos at the Pink Cow in Roppongi. For the best burrito in Japan, you've got to get to the Pink Cow. And also by Teddy's Bigger Burger in Harajuku, if you want a really juicy burger. And if you're a real serious burger lover, you're going to love Teddy's. And well, that's it for this edition of our show. Coming up within the next few days, we'll be talking with Chris Petros, editor-in-chief of the Japan Today website. He'll bring us up to date with all the latest entertainment news. And we'll also be talking with Jeff Richards, the editor-in-chief of a brand new English magazine here in Japan called In Tokyo. And we'll also hook up with our longtime friend, Caleb James, to find out about some of the many concerts coming to Japan in this first part of 2016. And that's it for our show this time. Till next time, I'm Kong.